and it's alright. In the house of love and light. House of love and light. Amy, open up the door to the place where we walk by faith and not by sight, not by sight. Through the house of love and light. House of love, the house of love and light. The house of love and light. If we get this right, we'll make the world a house of love and light. If we get this right, we'll make the world a house of love and light. House of love and light. House of love and light.
Good morning, you're amazing. And if nobody has told you today, I love you. I love you. I welcome you to the house of love and light this morning, right here in my home in Asheville, North Carolina. I'm Amy Steinberg, and this is House of Love and Light. A community, a creation, a connection of love and light. We are here to connect, to express, to feel the love. Guess what? It's a new month. It's a new theme. It's a new day. Yeah. And the theme for the month of February is healing love. The love that can heal, the love that is healing. Love is healing. Love is all there is. There is only love. Love, love, love. What is love? What is love? What is love anyway? What is it? How do you feel about love? Do you have enough love in your life? And do you love yourself enough? Do you love each other enough? Are we loving this world enough? Oh, thank you, Steffi. That's so sweet. She said I look pretty. And good morning, Myron. Good morning, Anna. Christy Lene in the house. Barbara Ryan in the house. The amazing AJ Johnson in the other room. I kept her up snoring all night, y'all. Send her love and light. Joanne, my sister. Jan, Katie. Jenny Scott, rapping Jenny and Scott. Jenny said today she's a 3, which means she's not feeling so good. So rub your hands together for Jenny. Hold them up. Send Jenny some love. Mara, so glad you're here. Susie Perez in the house. If you're here, say hi in the comments so I can know. That you're with us. Good morning, Amanda. Amanda, I feel like you always call me Miss Amy, and I love that. So what is love? I think about that. I've been thinking about that all week. What is love? What is healing love? What are we talking about here this week? What's going on this month? It's February. Why is February the month of love? Why do we have Valentine's Day in February? Why is it because we're all so cold and we're tired and we just want to cuddle up? I don't know, but I have this wonderful gift that was given to me by my friend Joanne, who is here with us right now, where you could get one of these from her shop, The Light of Jade, which you should go check out her shop anyway. Can you put a link in the comments, please, Joanne, just because I want to promote your shop. It's crystals and tarot cards and oracle cards and all the stuff that I love to play with. But this deck in particular is really beautiful. It's called The Journey of Love. And I opened it up to this beautiful piece that I just want to read about love. Okay, good morning, Julie. I hope all the women are with you. Hello, Julie. I was so blessed to give Julie and one of her sisters and 2 of her friends, a joint tarot card reading last night. It was so fun. So I'm going to read this beautiful poem that is written by, I think it's Alana Fairchild, because she does all the writing. So think about this about love when we're thinking about love. Love provides the opportunity to express the core essence of our very nature. Come on. It touches us at a level of feeling beyond the human norm and renders our beings incapable of feeling with greater depth or wonder. Love is the all, is the eternal, is the most of the most. You know what I'm saying? That's what love is. She says, love is the fabric of life. I love that so much. I'll go into that a little bit more, but love is the fabric of life. It is the substance that holds it all together and the magic that opens the unknown. It is the quality that speaks to our soul, that opens our heart, that excites our spirit and allows us in its presence to become something greater than ourselves, something more than we are alone. You know, you do that for me right here at House of Love and Light. You make me something greater than I am alone. When I'm by myself, I don't feel the amount of love that I feel when I'm given the opportunity to express it to you. So thank you so much for being here and for allowing me to express my love to you. Love is eternal. I love it. Good morning. Patricia is here with us. And Julie Smith-Sacco is here as well. So happy to have you all here. I feel the love. I feel clear about the mission here at House of Love and Light, and I always love to remind us. So if you're here for the first time, that you know what we're doing. Like, what is the point of these Sunday mornings together? Well, there is a point. There is a clear mission, and I invite you to join me on this mission. Okay, so to get in the seat, to get strapped in and ready to do this right now. I'm going to nourish you with spiritual food. That means I'm going to fortify you. I'm going to fortify you with some love, with some light, with some prayer, with some meditation, with some ideas. I'm going to fortify you. I'm going to feed you some whole foods, some whole spiritual foods. You know, we're eating junk food all week when we're listening to the news and we're being hard on ourselves, or we're doing damage a lot of times during the week. So I'm going to nourish you with some spiritual food. It's like your vegetables, but they're tasty. It's going to be good. It's going to be tasty. It's like hummus, you know, delicious. You know, some fiber. Uplift you. I want to make you feel good. I want to make myself feel good. This is why I do this. I started this in the pandemic because I feel like so many times we're just so overwhelmed with the negativity of what's going on, the reality with a small r, all the circumstances, that I want to uplift us, make us feel good. Maybe, you know, get us laughing, get us feeling, you know, excited about life, turned on, turned up, tuned in. Okay. And I want to inspire you. I want to inspire you to do your House of Love and Light, whatever your House of Love and Light is, whatever your greatest expression is, whatever is going to lift the world up. I want to inspire you to do you, boo, boo. Okay. Because you light up the world. That's what you do. You light up the world with your light. You light up the world with your light. You light up the world with your light. All right, so I want you to sing with me. This is a song of mine that I wrote out in San Diego, and it's real simple. And it's just to try to get you in that vibration of love. Because light, when we shine the light, we can see the love. When we shine the light, we can be the love. Amen? Good morning, Mariana. Good morning, Bobby. It's good to have a mission, right? It's good to be clear about what we're doing, right? So we're going to sing this. And when you sing, you trigger your parasympathetic nervous system. That's what you do. That's why we sing. That's why we do that here. It's part of the mission. It's part of your food, so you got to do it. It goes, I light up the world with my light. I light up the world with my light. Sing it with me. I light up the world with my light. I light up the world with my light. Do you have it? Sing it with me. I light up the world with my light. 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 Now, if you're with somebody else, or if you want to just sing it to me at the screen, sing, you light up the world with your light. I'm singing to you. You light up the world with your light. You light up the world with your light. You light up the world with your light. All right, now we, as a little online community, as a collective energy, we light up the world with our light. We light up the world with our light. Sing it with me. We light up the world with our light. We light up the world with our light. I light it up like a prayer. I light up the world with my light. Come on. I light up the world with my light. Sing it, breathe. I light up the world with my light. I light up the world with my light. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Amen. Amen. So happy you are here. So as we tune into this idea of love, so many times we can cultivate more love by giving more love, which is the topic of today. The theme of the month is healing love. The topic today is giving love. Giving love. All right. So we're going to give it right now. I'm going to give it to you in the form of this song. I want you to sing with me. Then I'm going to give you a little prayer. So in the comments, as we sing this, I want you to tell me where you are sending your love. And right now I'm going to say, I'm sending my love to Kennesaw, Georgia, to my friend Jenny Scott. I'm sending my love to Mark McCall in Charlotte, North Carolina. I am sending my love to AJ Johnson in the other room. I'm sending my love to Bobby Mitchell, who's here with me today. I'm sending my love to Margot and Joanne. I'm sending my love to all the folks that are gathered here this morning and all the folks all around the world. So I invite you to sing with me. This is a beautiful Karen Drucker tune. We're celebrating Karen Drucker today because she is the master of giving love. I send my love over the mountains. I send my love over the sea. I send my love into the heavens, and it returns to me. Join me singing. I send my love, come on, over the mountains. I send my love over the sea. Good morning, Rachel. I send my love into the heavens. Come on, sing it with me. And it returns to me. When I give, I receive. Come on. I send my love over the mountains. I send my love over the sea. I send my love into the heavens, and it returns. Come on. And it returns to me, and it returns to me, and it returns to me right here, right now. I recognize and know that there is one thing happening here, this moment. That's it. This moment right now is all there is, unfolding right here, and I am present in it. I am here for it. And I declare and know a good, a God, a love, a light, shining in as and through each and every person here. Shining in as and through me, shining in as and through this piano, this music, this connection, this internet, this love, this light, this laughter. I declare and know that there is one thing happening this moment. I sink into it. I witness it. I protect it with my love. I hold it high. And I declare and know for each and every person here a healing going on, a healing love shining out through my eyes into your heart. A love that is all encompassing, that is eternal, that is here now, that is here forever after. This love is holding us. This love is cultivating in us a peace. This love is cultivating in us a joy. This love is cultivating in us a confidence, a knowing, a trust. And so from all those things flows a great abundance of joy, gratitude, connection, love, upliftment, hilarity. Yeah. I say thank you, God, for this opportunity to be here with you in this moment, this holy moment right now. I say thank you, God. Thank you, good. Thank you, life. Thank you, Goddess. Thank you, Spirit, great Spirit of love. We say thank you. We release these words knowing they are already done because they're powerful. We say, and so it is. And then we sing, I send my love over the mountain. Sing with me. I send my love over the sea. I send my love into the heavens. Come on. And it returns to me. One more time. I send my love over the mountains. I send my love over the sea. I send my love into the heavens. Yeah. And it returns to me. And it returns to me. And it returns returns to me. One more time. And it returns to me, and it returns to me. Deep breath with me. Sighing it out, relaxing the shoulders a little bit. So grateful for you to be here with me here at House of Love and Light every Sunday. We honor all paths. We're not really religious. We're more of a spiritual community here, but we honor all religions because we think that there's a little nugget in all of it for us. So we do that with a candle lighting, and today the beautiful Angie lights the candles for us.
I light a candle for the Eastern religions, Hinduism, Buddhism, and Taoism that teach us about harmony, karma, and the way. I light a candle for Judaism, Christianity, Islam, and Baha'i, teaching us about tradition, forgiveness, surrender, and order. I light a candle for the ancient wisdom and new thought traditions, including the indigenous teachings, shamanism, paganism, science of mind, and New Age spirituality, teaching us to root and expand. I light a candle for the great mystery, the eternal question, and the not knowing. Namaste.
I am grateful for my 3 sisters, one by blood and the other 2 by love.
I'm grateful for my friends' family and my children and my puppers.
And I'm grateful for my family and my family.
Your family.
I am so grateful. I'm grateful for all the wonderful women in my life, my sisters, my family, and my friends, our health, wellness, and exercise. God bless us all.
That's right. God bless us all. Thank you, Julie and Jen and Jill and Teresa, for giving us your gratitude. Like I said earlier, I gave them a group tarot card reading last night. It was so fun and cool. What a fun way to celebrate love and life, to just talk about life and talk about where we are and what we could, have more of, or whatever. We had a really wonderful time together. So thank you. So let's go into gratitude right now. Now, I know what I'm seeing in the thread here is that there's some people that are feeling not that great this morning. And so gratitude is such a simple and easy tool to bring us to that uplift, that place in the mission where we talk about uplifting ourselves, to be grateful for what we have and what we can experience, and to be grateful for what is, as opposed to, being stuck and maybe wanting something outside of ourselves or wanting something more. I have had such an interesting week in that arena. I'll share about it a little bit in my talk, but I just want to be grateful right now for what I have, for what I am, for what is the truth of me in this life right now. And so I'm going to list off my gratitudes from my heart right now, and I want you to do so either in your house with whoever you're with. Look at each other and tell each other what you're grateful for, or put it in the comments. Let's really have a moment right now. Like AJ, you're in the other room right now. I want you to be telling Tiki or Rue or whoever you're holding what you're grateful for right now. Like, I really want everyone to practice this morning. I am so grateful for House of Love and Light. I am so grateful for creative expression. I am so grateful for all the places I have lived and all of the people that I have come across. I'm so grateful for my San Diego family. I'm so grateful for my Charlotte family. I'm so grateful for my Florida family. I'm so grateful for my New York family. I'm so grateful for my birth family. I'm so grateful for my friends. I'm so grateful for the performing arts high school I went to, where I met Bobby Mitchell, who hopefully is still watching with us this morning. I'm so grateful for all the friendships that I have, for healing, I'm so grateful for love. Okay, so I'm going to read some of these off. We have Myron telling us he's grateful for the safe harbor of home. You know, it's so beautiful that you bring up the word home today, because home was a theme for me all week as I thought about healing love. Love is calling me home. Love is where I am at home, and home is where the heart is, for sure. So we have grateful for lifelong friendships. Good morning, Jeannie. Grateful for feeling good today. Amen, Susie. Susie is a survivor. Grateful for family, friends, nature, good food. Jan, so good to see you here, my friend. Grateful for continued learning and being in awe. I love that. I'm grateful for that too. Sherry, good morning, says, I'm grateful for another day in sunny San Diego. That is one thing about San Diego. It is sunny. It is sunny as hell. Y'all had a sunnies there. Sunnies there for sure. All right, what else? For facilitating angel classes. You all, Margot leads angel classes in San Diego. If you'd like to learn more about that, contact Margot. You know, I am so grateful for friends, for learning, for reading, for my animals. I could go on and on and on. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. My mom is moving here. I've told you guys a little bit about that. That is so exciting. Okay. I think I've shared enough gratitude. Sorry, I went a little overboard. I'm grateful for Casey, who pulls a card every week for us with her beautifulness and tells us what she sees for us in her little oracle cards. So here's Casey, and she's so cute at the beginning. She tells us that her heater is running, but I was able to kind of get it out with some noise cancellation. I always edit these videos. So enjoy Casey's card pull, and then we'll be back with more gifts for you. I love you. I give you my healing love right now. Here's Casey.
Hey, holla family. Okay, so again, it's cold here in Illinois and the heater's running. So sorry about the sound, but I have to show you. Hold on, I'm just gonna turn this around. Can you see all that beautiful snow here? Oh my gosh, sorry about that process of whirlwinding, but I had to share that with you. We are in some beautiful stillness here. So I'm just sending you a nice deep breath. You know that feeling of when you take a breath in the snow and it's like cold and refreshing and everything's so quiet and still? So that's the energy I'm bringing today. Not in my camera angles, but in my energy. So first and foremost, let's grab the sage. You know how we do. If you've got some, I recommend grabbing it and lighting it with me. How fun is that? The sage is such a great smell, has so many neat properties to it, and to me it's just like smoke clearing out my area, and I really like how that feels. It's always nice to kind of crack a window or a door if you can and let all that energy out. So last week, see ya! And we are ready for next week, setting those intentions, sending them up with the smoke. And I am so excited about this week. I really want to work with the Rebecca Campbell stuff. I am reading a lot of her starseed information, and I think I'm really drawn to this work your light. All of you out there, I know you are. Oh, it just popped out. Oh. I love these cards. So here's the work your light, and this week's card is align your life. What is not aligned or needs to change? Look at that beautiful face there. So I'm going to see what else it has to say. What in your life is no longer in alignment with who you truly are? We are cyclical beings in a constant state of change, of evolution, and of growth. Change is one of the only certainties in life. Many of us have learned to be who the world wants us to be, but there's a time that comes when it's harder to hold on to this facade than it is to embrace who we truly are, to surrender to how we have changed and align life to that way of being. If this card shows up, you're being called to let go of who you once were or the things that you once defined yourself by, the job, the relationship, the mask you wore, and to embrace who you truly are now, to courageously step into the person that you came here to be in full authenticity, to embrace the weirdness, your uniqueness. I cannot love this enough. Love it. Perhaps you have outgrown some circumstances. So basically it's saying what in your life is not aligned with you. And I want to add real quick too, when I'd get stuff like this, it would really stress me out because I'd think, oh, I have to do this now. I got to get rid of all this stuff that's not aligned, right? A little stressed it would make me. So remember, when you notice those things, when you align with yourself, the things that don't align with you will fade away. And just let them, just surrender, and just know that you're always moving towards that highest self. You know, you've got that goal, right? So, mwah, mwah, mwah. Love you all so much. Work that light. I'll see you next week.
Y'all hung in for that. Thank you. And you got to see a little bit behind the scenes. What happens like when I import a video, I have to turn it. Usually I brighten it up. Usually I do a lot of editing to it, but I just slapped it in there so you could hear her. I guess, you know, I've gotten confident in the past, you know, few months where I don't do test runs. I used to do test runs so that I would make sure that all the sounds are right. And I've just kind of gotten, you know, lackadaisical with it. And I just kind of go with the flow now. So maybe I'll do a test run next week to make sure everything runs right. But thank you for being here with us. And, you know, that was an awesome card reading. Good morning, Dorinda. And good morning, Lisa. And yeah, that really was worth it. The aligning with the truth of who we are. You know, all of the garbage falls away. And, you know, I'm constantly doing this. I'm constantly going like, what is my purpose? What am I supposed to be doing right now? And can I allow the past to, you know, release? And can I allow the love that is available right here in? You know, can I allow the love in? And, you know, the theme of the month, again, I'm going to say it again, is healing love. So how love can be so healing, and loving what is, as Byron Katie puts it, can be so healing. It is. And, you know, it's so funny because I pick the theme for the month and I pick the topics for the week. And this week's topic was actually supposed to be allowing love. But for some reason, I thought it was giving. So I've been thinking about giving all week. And then I go and look at my chart and it said that giving is next week. Well, I asked Ash to speak on giving. And it turns out in his little 2-minute talk here, he talks mostly about receiving. So what I love about that, and we were laughing about it in our little text yesterday about it, because it's so funny. I said, oh my gosh, this week is giving and you're talking about receiving, and next week is receiving, which I thought next week was receiving or allowing. But the truth is that it's the same thing. And that's what he talks about here. So when we're giving, we're receiving, we're in the flow. So I'm going to let Ash say it in his words because he's better with, you know, this particular thing that I'm trying to communicate. So here is Ash Ruiz on giving love and healing love, the beautiful and amazing Ash, who joins us every week.
Healing love, giving love, being love, noticing love, telling the truth about love. Isn't it so sweet how that works when we allow ourselves to receive love, when we allow ourselves to receive the reality of who we are, to receive the truth of who we are, to receive the innocence, the authenticity, the aliveness, the however we're appearing in the moment as we are. You can't help but to give, can't help but to overflow as love. It's an inexhaustible resource, and it's yours already. Giving love. Ooh, another way to explore giving love is, if you're receiving love, you're giving love. There's a point where the two just, it's like how Rumi says we're so connected, the word connection makes no sense. Giving, receiving, inseparable from one another. So it's like, what are you receiving right now? Just notice all that you're receiving right now. I notice I'm receiving the oxygen in the atmosphere. I notice I'm receiving this whole planet that's here, this whole universe that's here, every star. It's like, notice your capacity to receive, and everyone does a good job at receiving, whether you're aware of it or not. I mean, if you're here, you're receiving. And if you're also here, you're giving. Can't help but to be an amazing love giver. I see you, love giver.
I see you, love giver. I see you, Ash, the most beautiful love giver in the world, right? Do you love him so much? I love him so much. Okay, speaking of love givers, I'm very excited about the musical share this week, which is a Karen Drucker, Amy Bishop, and Gary Lynn Floyd song, okay? So these three artists are superstars in the New Thought world, absolute superstars. Amy Bishop was on the Canada version of The Voice. I can't remember the name of the competition show, but she kicked ass. She was amazing. Karen Drucker is, of course, the goddess mother of New Thought music. And Gary Lynn Floyd is an incredible actor, singer, writer. I've had him on here many times. Well, they co-wrote this song called Love Always Finds a Way. And I love this idea that love will find you. Love will find you, and I am here to remind you of that. And here is the song to remind you of that. And then I'll be back with more goodies. Here they are.
When you're losing your way, when it's too much to take, when your will is broken, I'm here. I can be your shelter, be your safe place to land. When your heart feels empty, I'm here. I have enough love for both of us. I know it's gonna be okay. I have enough love for both of us. And love always finds a way. Love always finds a way. the future's unknown and the path's overgrown, I will cradle your soul. Don't fear. Though you don't have the answers, may not know where to go, but what you need is inside you. Just trust, and you'll know, I have enough love for both of us. I know it's gonna be okay. I have enough love for both of us, and love always finds a way. Love always finds a way. I'm your light in the storm. I'm your call to come home. I'm your beacon of hope. You can count on me. You can count on me. I have enough love for both of us. I know it's gonna be okay. I have enough love for both of us. And love always finds a way. Love always finds a way. I know it's gonna be okay. Love always finds a way. I know it's gonna be okay. Love always finds a way. Love will always find a way. Love always finds a way. It's gonna be okay. Love always finds a way. Hold my hand, it's gonna be okay. Love always finds a way. It's gonna be okay. Love will always find a way. Love always finds a way. Yeah, it's gonna be okay. Love always finds a way. It's gonna be okay. I know it's gonna be okay.
It's all gonna be okay. Love always finds a way. I guess there's a gray kitty in that video, I think with Karen, right? So this week I shared on my Facebook page a video that made me cry that somebody else shared, and I went to find it to share it with you and I couldn't find it, so I compiled another one of soldiers coming home. Because healing love, I was thinking about coming home. Like I said, home kept coming into my awareness, and what home is, and how home is in the heart, and how home is healing, and home can be a healing place for us. For some of us, home wasn't healing. And so I want you to think about this next video. First of all, it's Devavani's birthday today, and Devavani is a teacher of mine, a friend of mine, an artist, and her and Myron Stam are singing, or I'm sorry, Myron is playing and Devavani is singing on the song. And on this video, I invite you to let yourself be vulnerable and experience what these soldiers and these children are experiencing in the video, and then I'll be back with a talk. So good morning, Todd and Tiana and Roxy and Amy Steinberg. You know, they are the ones that have a dog named Amy Steinberg. That's right, I can die happy. Okay, so here's my little video that I made of soldiers coming home, and then I'll be back to talk about giving love.
Love is calling me home. Love has opened the door. Come in.
I'm sorry if you're sobbing right now, but hopefully they're happy tears. And I just was so moved by the one that I saw that I wanted to share that same feeling of coming home, that feeling of love. And coming home is such a powerful experience to witness, and it's such a wonderful gift for all of us to be given the chance to come home to ourselves, to go home to each other, and to come home to God or spirit or peace. Whatever you think is the great I am, to be able to come home. This is the house of love and light, and it is a home for you. It is a place for you to feel safe, to have permission to be fully yourself, fully expressed, fully you. You are loved here. You are seen here. You are home here. I give this to you, and I hope that it's healing for you. Healing love, giving love. From Ernest Holmes, there's a power around you that knows and that understands all things. This power works like the soil. It receives the seed of your thought and at once begins to operate upon it. It will receive whatever you give it, and will create for you and throw back at you whatever you think into it. The universe is always giving. Healing love. Healing love. Giving love. This whole month is dedicated to this topic of healing love. Do you believe that healing love and healing is always available? Do you believe that love and healing is always available? How would it feel if you did believe that? How would it feel if we believed that healing love is always available? Think into that for a minute. And so we gather together in the name of believing in this ever available, unending, inexhaustible, eternal healing love. We are consciously deciding to be in a space of healing, in a space of love. We're using our thought, our mind, our spirit, our heart to focus upon healing and love this morning. We are planting these seeds in order to grow more peace, to grow more love, to grow more joy, to grow more understanding, to grow more good. Can I hear an amen? Book of the month is Brene Brown's Atlas of the Heart, which is a literal map of the emotional life of humanity. It's an encyclopedia. It's a dictionary. It's a collection of the study of emotions and what they mean and where they come from and how to name them. And according to this book, it can be very, very, very powerful just to know, to name what we are experiencing, to be able to name something, especially an emotion, to give it your awareness, to give it air to breathe, helps you to transform. You know, from the book, here's a quote from the book. Our ability to accurately recognize and label emotions is referred to as emotional granularity. In the words of a Harvard psychologist, Susan David, quote, learning to label emotions with a more nuanced vocabulary can be absolutely transformative, end quote. In fact, Brene Brown says, research shows that the process of labeling emotional experience is related to greater emotional regulation and a psychosocial well-being. In other words, when we bring things into the light, they dissolve, they shift. When we hide or repress, it all stays in the same shape, right? So we're going to be naming our feelings this month. We're going to be taking it into the new thought realm by not just naming it, but then claiming the truth with a capital T. So, speaking of naming our feelings, January left me with this feeling of joy, because that was the theme of joy. And that reading from that month, from Osho, it permeated my soul. I can't recommend that book enough, Joy by Osho. I continue to read it, and I'm continuing to read his books. I'm really like loving his whole thing. So as a companion piece for this Brene Brown book, because this Brene Brown book is more of like a psychological book. It's not philosophical or spiritual so much. So I wanted to have a companion piece for it. So I got another Osho book for the month, which is Awareness. And it'll be a good companion because as we become aware, right, and witness what we are feeling, we can open to a deeper place of joy and oneness. So back to this topic today, which is giving love. Healing love, giving love. So I want to talk about giving. And I want to talk about giving to others and also giving to ourselves. You know, both forms of giving can be deeply healing. There's, giving our hearts to another that can, with trust, when we do trust and faith, that can restore a sense of connection. That can be deeply healing, right? When we give our love and trust and faith to another. When we give our money to a person or an institution that feeds us or needs us, that can restore a sense of generosity and instigate a feeling of gratitude. When we give our time to someone or a cause, that can make us feel purposeful and kind. Giving is an elixir. In the 12-step programs, there's a wonderful phrase that is, we keep what we have by giving it away. In other words, in order to sustain the gifts of spiritual recovery or a spiritual path, we must practice giving it to others. And it doesn't necessarily mean like teaching or sponsoring or standing at the mountaintop and shouting like what we've learned. No, giving can mean just being an example of what it means to be peaceful. You know, those people that just give you that sense of peace. You can be you can give people the awareness of joy, being a joyful person, being a kind person, being compassionate, to be welcoming. Giving can simply just be allowing ourselves to be an example. I love what Picasso says. The meaning of life is to find your gift, and the purpose of life is to give it away. I love this quote because it ultimately teaches us that we are interconnected and that whatever your gift is, it's here to serve the world. So if you're an artist, your art is here to light up the world or to provoke or to evoke or to exhibit divine expression. If you're a singer, your music is here to soothe or entertain or support or praise. If you're a nurse, you're here to give the gift of healing and helplessness. Whatever your gift is, it's here for the world. In other words, you matter. Okay? And sometimes figuring out what our gifts are can be complicated because sometimes you have many gifts, right? And sometimes you change your course. And so our gift may not necessarily be our occupation. It could be just our way of being. My partner, for instance, has a very obvious gift of warmth and calm. And it affects every person that she meets. All right, here's a little video of her. She's gonna kill me. This is my person. She's constantly giving love. Constantly. To the animals, to me. Honey, don't kill me. So I ask you, what is your gift? What are you giving the love? What are you giving to the world? Our gift is something that could be hiding. somewhere deep within us. It could be something that we don't share because we don't feel safe, or we're conditioned to hold back our gift. Many people are taught to be quiet or not be so loud or too much, so they abandon their dreams of being an entertainer or a performer of some kind. Or some people are told they're not smart enough, right? They can't get a higher education because they're conditioned to feel stupid or not enough intellectually. So they don't go after their dream of becoming, a doctor or a teacher. Some people are conditioned to feel that they're not pretty enough, so they don't try to be a model or a drag queen, when deep down that's what they want to do. And, side note there, if you open up TikTok, you'll realize that's done. That's over. Anybody can be a model. Anybody can be an entertainer. Anybody can be anything. It's over. But conditioning can squash our gifts. And when I was thinking about conditioning and our gifts and giving to the world, this story came to mind. And it's the story of the elephant rope. And I could tell you the story, or I could show you this little video. So I found this little video, and I love this story. You've probably heard it before, but listen to it again and remind yourself of this story. I'll be back in a sec.
As a man was passing the elephants, he suddenly stopped, confused by the fact that these huge creatures were being held by only a small rope tied to their leg. No chains, no cages. It was obvious that the elephants could, at any time, break away from their bonds, but for some reason they did not. He saw a trainer nearby and asked why these animals just stood there and made no attempt to get away. Well, trainer said, when they are very young and much smaller, we use the same size rope to tie them, and at that age, it's enough to hold them. As they grow up, they are conditioned to believe that they cannot break away. They believe the rope can still hold them, so they never try to break free. The man was amazed. These animals could at any time break free from their bonds, but because they believed they couldn't, they were stuck right where they were. Like the elephants, how many of us go through life hanging on to a belief that we cannot do something simply because we failed at it once before? Failure is a part of learning. We should never give up the struggle in life.
Don't you love that? At any time we can break free from our bonds and let go of the belief that we cannot do it. Like the video says, there might be struggle, but we don't give up on our gifts and our dreams because we're made for it. So when we're giving our gift to the world and we're shining our brightest light, we're not only helping others, but we're helping and healing ourselves. I know that firsthand as I write songs, right? And the songs that I write, and even this Sunday for me, it's to heal me, right? And it helps others too. It's so wonderful that it helps others. But I know that the messages that I'm singing and these messages that I'm saying are for me, for my brain, for my heart. And this is why, because as we work to create light for others, we naturally light our own way. It's so beneficial for everyone when you are shining your light. The act of giving our gifts is incredibly healing for all of us. And I'm so grateful. I've said it like 5 times this morning already, but to give my gift of communication and music here at House of Love and Light, what a blessing, what an opportunity. Thank you. So perhaps giving out is our gifts is the purpose of life, but how about giving to ourselves, right? Giving the gift of presence, giving the gift of self-care, giving ourselves the gift of self-love, giving ourselves the gift of freedom, like the elephants, right? These can be so healing too. It's been a really great week for me, but a week where I felt some kind of way. I've been doing a lot of creative output and expression. And then there comes a time where you got to rest, right? And I'm not so great at that. But also, we went to see a wonderful performer this week. We went to see a comedian, Fortune Feimster, so hysterical. Loved it so much. And I'm so grateful. My girlfriend got us front row tickets. I've never been to a comedy show in front row in a big theater, so it was amazing. And so there's two things about it. Right before the show started, I got a text about a dear friend of mine who was in a terrible car accident, and he was on life support. He's doing better now, thank God. Mark McCall, my drummer from Charlotte, who drummed with us at Spiritual Living Center Charlotte, and he was also my drummer for Breaking the Moon. Please send prayers to Mark McCall. So I hear this right before a comedy show. And I was able to really enjoy the comedy show, but then afterwards I had this like flood of sadness and, sadness for the shortness of life in general, not just for my friend, but for all of us, and for how brief and precious it all is. And that's been coming up a lot, of course, in these COVID times. And connected to that for me was to watch someone on stage doing something that I've always wanted to do. I've always wanted to be a comic, And so there's this some kind of place that I can go where I can feel like all of a sudden, like I'm not doing what I'm supposed to be doing, or I think we all go through this sometimes. We wonder, like, are we in the right profession, or are we in the right relationship, or are we in the right city, or are we in the right home, or whatever? Do you wonder that sometimes? And then I remember, wait for it, I am exactly where I need to be. Somebody wrote a song about that. And when I can allow that idea to permeate my heart, and when I can just be in acceptance, awareness, joy in the life path that I have, all of my life choices right here, this is very healing. This is very loving. This is a way to give love to myself, to not abandon myself, to come home to the love that is right here at House of Love and Light that I created, that is in my paintings, that is in my friendships, that is in my home, and be grateful for what is, and to be gentle with ourselves. I was reading about comparison this morning in Brene Brown's book. It is detrimental for us to compare. It's at once trying to fit in and win. Can't do it. It's not gentle, it's not loving, it's not giving love. And this is something very difficult for me. And I think it's difficult for us in this society. And I'm sure it is for you as well. We can be so hard on ourselves. Coulda, shoulda, woulda. Sometimes I wonder what would have happened if I would have stayed in New York, if I'd moved to LA or become part of the music and television business or whatever. And sure, it's never too late. My therapist often tells me, go, like when I have it come up, go, right? After all, my therapist got her master's in her 60s. It's never too late. But then for me, when I always think it through, I think about the expense, the traffic, this driving. Is that really what I want? Or is there something else I'm seeking? And does it once again come back to this whole lesson of last month, which is joy is right here in this moment. Just open yourself to what is instead of focusing on what is not. Being grateful. This is the biggest, most healing lump of love that we can give to ourselves and others, is to let ourselves off the hook. Let yourself off the hook. Who you are is exactly who you are supposed to be. Can I hear an amen? Everyone in your life is exactly who they are supposed to be. Oh, that's a hard one when I think about my mother. But she's coming to live here and I can't wait to accept her exactly as she is. That was what was so cool about her visit last month, is that by the end of the 3 weeks, I was like, okay, so she's negative. Okay, so she talks to her soap operas. She literally talks to the TV while she's watching her soap operas, which when she first came here at the beginning of the 3 weeks, the sound of the soap opera would make me want to like punch a baby. You know what I mean? Like it was just it would anger me, And then I got used to it and I just allowed her to love her soap. She loves these soap operas, like it is what it is. She is who she is. She's exactly who she's supposed to be. And what if I loved her exactly as she was? What if I love myself exactly as I am? What if you love yourself exactly as you are? That is such a gift to give. Such a gift. When we let go and we surrender and we live in a space of gratitude for what is, we are heading toward our highest and best, our highest self. I believe that's what being on a spiritual journey is about. And so we're going to have an affirmation this week, which is the tool of the week, which is an affirmation. I am a gift of joy that God gives to a wonderful world. This is an Ernest Holmes affirmation. I am a gift of joy that God gives to a wonderful world. You are a gift. You are a gift to me. You are such a gift being here with me. So it was a little bit of an interesting message this week. It was a little bit all over the place, but mostly it's about coming home to yourself and giving yourself the gift of healing love. I hope you got something from that message. It was kind of a message all over the place, but I hope you got something. And now we move into the portion of this time where I thank you for giving, for giving financially to House of Love and Light so that I can continue doing this. This has been the greatest joy of my life, creating this online community where we can gather, where I can sing and talk and share other musicians, other poets, where I can share Ash and Casey and Sophia and all of the wonderful people that give their times, their talents, and their treasures to House of Love and Light. It's all possible because you give. So there are 3 ways to give. You can text LOVE to 828-383-9889. You can paypal.me/House of Love and Light or Venmo at Amy-Steinberg-5. Also, I do tarot card readings. I do group tarot card readings now. That was so fun last night. I also do paintings. The paintings that are behind me are this one here, the forest over here, is actually available. I thought that it was sold and they were going to exchange it for another painting, and they decided to keep the one they had. So the eucalyptus forest, the rainbow forest, is available, which I'm going to actually show you it here. You'll be able to see fully. It's a large painting. It's really beautiful. If somebody's interested in that, let me know. Or if you're interested in an inner child painting, sorry, I'm like promote, but I'm a hustler. I gotta live off my art and music, and so I'm very grateful. Also, want to give a shout out to Unity North. I will be coming to Atlanta, and I'm super excited about that. Coming on February 20th for a Sunday service and also for a concert, and that is in the Atlanta area. If you know anybody in that area, then we'd love to have you come to that. On that Sunday, we will be having House of Love and Light, but it will be recorded. So we're not having a Sunday off. I'll just be recording a talk and some things for you. And so again, as you can see here, Giving Love was supposed to be next week. Whoops. So I'll probably swap them and do Allowing and Receiving. Allowing Love will be next week, so those are going to be swapped out. And then we'll talk about Harmony on that Sunday that is recorded, and then Belonging, which, because we're reading a Brene Brown book, and she talks so much about belonging in such a beautiful way. Okay, another shout out is for the Sister Spirit Retreat in Seattle that I am the musical guest at. And Abigail Shire is the minister, and there's an amazing group of women that meet out there. If you're looking for a retreat, it's coming up sooner than later. It's at the end of March. It's, I think, the last weekend in March. Please check out sisterspiritretreat.org. I believe that's the website, sisterspiritretreat.org. Check it out. It's going to be amazing. I'm also going to be the musical director at the Anton Conference in September, so I'll let you know about that as that comes up. All right, moving on to the tool of the week. It's just that awesome affirmation from Ernest Holmes. I am a gift of joy that God gives to a wonderful world. I invite you to write that down and to say that all week. I am a gift of joy that God gives to a wonderful world. You're your God expressing. You're God. You're a gift. You are a gift just being you. And being, sometimes I think we get a little bit wound up about like, what am I doing because of this society, like I spoke about in the talk, and I think our occupation isn't who we are. It isn't. Who you are is who you are, right? And that is not your worth. So I have one more little thing to offer you, which is Michelle Knight, our astrologer, because Lorelei is healing still from her chemo and her cancer journey. So I found, our beautiful, oh look, if you want to help Lorelei, there is her GoFundMe. Thank you so much for that, Jenny. She has a GoFundMe, and you can support her along her healing journey. And Joanne is also sharing her Light of Jade shop. Thank you so much, Jeannie. What a kind thing to say. I love you all so very, very much. My lights just flickered. I hope I'm still here with you. Okay, so here's Michelle Knight with the astrological forecast. It's like 2 days old, I think. So she talks about something that's already happened, but she does talk about how Mercury's coming out of retrograde, which is big. And just check her out. She's so cool. It's just a minute. Then I'll be back to say goodbye and thank you.
Hello, gorgeous soul. Guess what? Not only is this a fresh week, it's a brand spanking new fresh energy because we have a new moon in Aquarius tomorrow, and that new moon is really the beginning of our new year. This is when we're going to feel the shift from all that sluggish energy and move onwards into our power and actually into our heart, into our soul, into our spirituality. The possibilities are endless. On top of that, on the 4th, we have Mercury going direct. Hurrah! And it is just phenomenal. Everything is moving forward. We are feeling and in fact, all the planets are going direct. It's a new beginning. So open up your heart to the potential that this week and this month and this year brings. It's a whole different ball game, baby. So much love to you. I'll be back tomorrow with more on that new.
Check her out, Michelle Knight. She's on YouTube. She's on Instagram. She's on TikTok. Michelle with 1 L, Knight like a knight in shining armor. Check her out. I'm just grabbing her videos and sharing them because I want some astrological stuff. So yeah, she's really gorgeous and a goddess, and I love her. Maybe I'll get to meet her someday. So I want to thank Angie for the candle lighting. I want to thank Casey and Ash. I want to thank Karen, Gary, and Amy for allowing me to use that video. I want to give a shout out to all the soldiers from that beautiful soldier video that I compiled. Welcome home. We thank you for your service. To Michelle Knight, we love you. And to everyone who's watching today, to Myron who creates the music here, and Devavani, happy birthday. To everyone who's watching here today, I wish you a beautiful week of healing love, of being aware of the healing love that is ever available for you, that is ever present, that is inexhaustible, that is the supply of life, that is here right now. And again, I want to thank you for your financial offerings to House of Love and Light and for you encouraging me with my artistic creativity. And I love you so much. It's always so hard for me to say goodbye on a Sunday. What a wonderful gathering. Thank you so much. I love you. Have a wonderful Sunday. I hope you're feeling better, my dear Jenny. And I hope that everyone is feeling uplifted, nourished, and inspired. I love you. Bye-bye.
House of love and light. House of love and light. Amy, take us to the place where we can be just who we are. And it's alright in the house of love and light. House of love and light. The door to the place where we walk by faith and not by sight, not by sight. Through the house of love and light. House of love, the house of love and light. The house of love and light. If we get this right, we'll make the world a house of love and light. Right, we'll make the world a house of love and light. House of love and light. House of love and light.